Every voice has a story, so I hit the streets of Atlanta to capture the voices that I meet along the way. In this conversation, Jane talked about her mother's influence and confronting the utmost fearful moment as a mother. This conversation reminds me of a quote from Maya Angelou, who said that my mother shed her protective love down around me, and without knowing why, people sense that I have value. What's your name?
Jane.
What brought you to Atlanta?
My parents were transferred.
Got you. So did you grow up in Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite childhood memory growing up in Atlanta?
I guess playing with friends. I had a good group of friends, and I enjoyed the people I grew up with.
Oh, nice. What did you do with your friends?
We rode bikes. We swam. We did picnics. Went horseback riding.
Horseback riding?
Yeah, I had friends that owned horses, and they would invite me out sometime to go ride with them.
Ah, nice. If you could give credit or thanks to one person in your life that you don't give enough credit or thanks to, who would that be?
My mother.
Ah, nice. What? Nice.
She just passed away in November.
Oh, really?
At 94.
Oh, this November?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But she was 94 and dementia, congestive heart failure, kidney failure. It was, I miss her, but
Gotcha.
She didn't want, if she had known the way she was living, she wouldn't have wanted to live that way.
What do you miss the most about her?
Visits, time together.
So you mentioned that if she knew then the way she lived her life, that she would, not want to. So I just want to see how did she live her life?
To the fullest. She worked. She was a full-time employee. She raised 6 kids.
Oh, wow.
And she loved people. The door was always open. There was always enough food for everybody, whoever wanted to stay for dinner or stay for lunch or whatever. She was always welcoming.
Oh, nice. I wish, sounds like someone I wish I knew as well. So, how did she influence you?
By being kind and don't judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
And don't throw stones at glass houses because everybody lives in one.
Don't throw any stones and what?
Glass houses.
Okay. Because everybody lives one. So she's saying that everybody lives in a glass house.
Right.
So what's your metaphor for?
Well, it's to be kind because you're not perfect. Neither is that person. So don't throw a stone at them because it's kind of like throwing a stone at your.
You can break.
Yeah.
Because everybody is fragile in some way.
Right.
Okay, nice. I actually never heard that before.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Like don't judge me until you walk in my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody have a struggle that you don't know anything about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. What's the one thing that you were very afraid of doing, but you did it anyway?
I guess jumping off cliffs. We would go to Chattanooga River and climb. Climbing was not hard, but jumping out off those rocks, because you had to jump out.
Yeah.
That scared me. I don't like heights.
Got you. So how did you do it? Like, why did you do it anyway? Like, did you someone pushing you, forcing you?
No, I mean it was kind of I climbed up here, and I was with my friends. So why did you climb up here and then spoil their day by being too scared to go. And I do it once. I did it once. I did it.
That's it. So how do you feel after that? Did you feel that you conquered the fear or no?
No, I have not conquered my fears of heights.
I see. Yeah. I'm very high myself, so I know how that feels.
I think that's why God made me 5'3".
Yeah. So, was there a moment in your life that you felt that you were lost?
I guess as a teenager, I think teenage is hard. I probably felt most lost there, but it wasn't anything I didn't overcome. Like boyfriends going and dating somebody else behind your back and you find out about it and stuff. And friends talking behind your back. And, instead of coming to you and to me and asking me, the true story or my side.
Yeah.
But, you overcome it. It's part of growing up.
Yeah. I think there's a movie recently, like a couple of years ago, called Middle School or something. It's about teenagers and how brutal the life of a teenager can be, right?
Yes.
So, what is the saddest moment of your life?
I guess when I had to go pick up my daughter from school, because her friends thought she was going to commit suicide. So I had to do a suicide watch. And I went and got her and brought her back home and stayed the weekend. She stayed the weekend with me. And she apologized. She goes, I don't think I really was going to do it, Mom. I just, at the moment, didn't feel like life was worth living. And so that was probably the most heartbreaking, scariest thing I've experienced.
So how did you help your daughter?
I just talked. I just listened. I let her talk, and I listened. And then when she went and got help. She had been getting help all through from high school. It seemed like she was getting better.
I heard, I know that depression is not something that it doesn't go away really.
Right.
You kind of need to live with it and then know how to.
Right. And she was first diagnosed. She went on medication, and she felt like she was doing fine. So she and her therapist decided she needed to come off of it. And she did, and she was fine. And she was on the medication when she wanted to commit suicide. Or said, my life's not worth living. She said, I really don't think I was going to do it, Mom. And I said, well, those are scary words, and
even the thought is scary.
Yes, I said you have to be careful when you're in a
situation like that.
Yes, to what you say, because your friends were correct in taking that serious.
Yeah. Also, recently COVID time, I heard recently there's a lot of teenagers actually committed suicide. So that's really sad.
Yeah. There was a boy here in Decatur that he had a full scholarship to LSU, I think it was. He had a nice girlfriend. Was happy. Everybody seemed to think he was happy. He took his life.
Oh wow, that's sad because there's so much future ahead of them, right? So yeah. Last two questions. What is the best lesson that you ever learned from someone or something?
Always be kind.
Be kind.
Yeah, try to always be kind, because you don't know what that person has been through that day or is going through. So, just because somebody's being difficult doesn't necessarily mean it's all about you.
Mm-hmm.
So just, try. It's hard.
Yeah. Not everybody's perfect.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go, what's wrong with you?
That's right, yeah. Sounds like that's a lesson from your mother as well, again.
Yeah, and her sister and friends too. Friends will put you where you belong real quick.
Gotcha. Last question. If you could put a word or message on a billboard for millions of people to see, what would it be?
Go get vaccinated.
Go get vaccinated. All right, go get vaccinated, people. Awesome. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.